Hermann Oldenberg (1854–1920) was a German scholar and philologist, best known for his contributions to the study of ancient Indian religious texts, particularly the Vedas. One of his significant works is The Religion of the Veda, which was published in 1894. In The Religion of the Veda, Oldenberg explores the religious and philosophical ideas found in the Rig Veda, one of the oldest sacred texts of Hinduism. The Rig Veda is a collection of hymns composed in Sanskrit, and it is considered the oldest of the four Vedas. Oldenberg's work is recognized for its thorough analysis of the Vedic hymns and its attempt to reconstruct the religious beliefs and practices of the ancient Indo-Aryans. Oldenberg examines various aspects of Vedic religion, including the gods, rituals, cosmology, and the social and historical context in which these hymns were composed. He emphasizes the polytheistic nature of the Vedic religion, highlighting the worship of various deities associated with natural forces and cosmic elements. While Oldenberg's work has been influential in the field of Vedic studies, it's essential to note that the understanding of Vedic religion has evolved over time with ongoing research and scholarship. Scholars have built upon Oldenberg's foundation and integrated new perspectives and methodologies into the study of ancient Indian religious texts. The Religion of the Veda, by Hermann Oldenberg, is a seminal work that delves into the religious and philosophical aspects of the Rig Veda, an ancient Indian text. Published in 1894, the book provides a comprehensive analysis of the Vedic hymns, shedding light on the beliefs and practices of the ancient Indo-Aryans. Oldenberg explores the polytheistic nature of Vedic religion, emphasizing the worship of various deities associated with natural forces and cosmic elements. He meticulously examines the Rigvedic hymns, unraveling the intricate rituals, cosmological concepts, and the socio-historical context in which these hymns were composed. The book offers insights into the spiritual worldview of the Vedic people, showcasing their reverence for the divine and their attempts to understand the mysteries of existence. Oldenberg's work has been influential in shaping the study of Vedic texts, providing a foundation for subsequent scholars to build upon. It's important to note that while Oldenberg's work has been significant, the understanding of Vedic religion has evolved with ongoing research and scholarship. The Religion of the Veda remains a key resource for those interested in the early religious traditions of India, contributing to the broader field of ancient Indian studies. The Religion of the Veda, by Hermann Oldenberg, explores various themes related to the religious and philosophical aspects of the Rig Veda, offering insights into the worldview of the ancient Indo-Aryans. Here are some key themes from the book along with examples. Polytheism in Vedic religion. Oldenberg discusses the polytheistic nature of Vedic religion, highlighting the worship of multiple deities associated with natural forces and cosmic elements. Example: Rigvedic hymns dedicated to Agni, the god of fire, Varuna, the god of cosmic order, and Indra, the god of thunder and rain. Cosmology and mythology. The book explores the cosmological concepts present in the Rig Veda, examining how the ancient Indians perceived the universe and its various components. Example: hymns describing the creation of the world, the role of deities in maintaining cosmic order, and myths related to the origins of gods. Rituals and sacrifices. Oldenberg delves into the rituals and sacrificial practices depicted in the Vedic hymns, emphasizing their significance in the religious life of the ancient Indo-Aryans. Example: descriptions of elaborate rituals, including the Soma sacrifice and fire rituals, as integral components of Vedic worship. Social and historical context. The book discusses the socio-historical context in which the Rigvedic hymns were composed, offering insights into the society, culture, and historical developments of the ancient Indo-Aryan people. Example: examination of hymns that reflect societal structures, class divisions, and historical events of the Rigvedic period. Moral and ethical values. Oldenberg explores the moral and ethical dimensions of Vedic religion, examining hymns that express ethical principles and codes of conduct. Example: hymns emphasizing righteousness, dharma, truthfulness, and the moral responsibilities of individuals in their interactions with gods and fellow humans. These themes provide a glimpse into the rich tapestry of religious and philosophical ideas present in the Rig Veda, as analyzed by Hermann Oldenberg in The Religion of the Veda. The examples mentioned are illustrative of the diverse content found within the Vedic hymns. While Hermann Oldenberg's The Religion of the Veda has been a significant contribution to the study of Vedic religion, there are some aspects that have been subject to critical analysis. Historical context. Critics argue that Oldenberg's work may have been influenced by the prevailing Eurocentric perspectives of his time, which could potentially lead to an interpretation biased by Western intellectual trends. Some scholars contend that a more nuanced understanding of the cultural and historical context of ancient India is necessary. Interpretation of Vedic hymns. Oldenberg's interpretation of the Vedic hymns has been questioned. Some critics argue that his focus on ritualistic and sacrificial aspects may oversimplify the rich diversity of themes present in the Veda, such as cosmology, mythology, and philosophical inquiries. Theological bias. Oldenberg, being a product of his time, approached the study of Vedic religion from a theological and comparative religion perspective. Critics suggest that this may have led to an underemphasis on indigenous interpretations and a potential oversimplification of complex theological ideas present in the Veda. Evolution of scholarship. Since the publication of The Religion of the Veda, in 1894, the field of Vedic studies has evolved significantly. New archaeological discoveries, linguistic analyses, and advancements in comparative mythology have contributed to a more nuanced understanding of Vedic culture. Some argue that Oldenberg's work, while foundational, should be considered within the context of subsequent scholarship. Limited scope. Critics point out that Oldenberg primarily focused on the Veda, and while it is the oldest Veda, there are 3 other Vedas with distinct characteristics. A comprehensive understanding of Vedic religion may require a broader examination of all the Vedas. Language barriers. The book was originally written in German, and translations may introduce nuances or lose some of the original context. Critics argue that relying on translations might limit a thorough understanding of the intricacies of Vedic thought. Despite these criticisms, it's important to acknowledge that Hermann Oldenberg's work laid the foundation for the study of Vedic texts, and his insights have guided subsequent generations of scholars. Contemporary scholars often build upon his work while incorporating new methodologies and perspectives to deepen our understanding of Vedic religion. Hermann Oldenberg's The Religion of the Veda holds significant importance and has had a lasting impact on the study of ancient Indian religious texts. Here are key points regarding its significance, relevance, legacy, contribution, and impact. Significance. The book is considered a groundbreaking work in the field of Vedic studies, offering one of the earliest comprehensive analyses of the religious and philosophical ideas present in the Veda. Oldenberg's meticulous examination of Vedic hymns has provided scholars with a foundational understanding of the early religious traditions of India. Relevance. Despite being over a century old, the work remains relevant as it addresses fundamental aspects of Vedic religion, such as polytheism, cosmology, rituals, and the historical context of the Veda. Researchers and students continue to consult Oldenberg's work as they delve into the study of ancient Indian scriptures. Legacy. Oldenberg's book has left a lasting legacy by shaping the trajectory of Vedic studies. It inspired subsequent generations of scholars to explore and build upon his insights, laying the groundwork for further research into ancient Indian religious thought. Contribution. The book significantly contributed to the understanding of the Vedic religion by providing a systematic analysis of the Veda. Oldenberg's examination of the hymns, rituals, and cosmological concepts has been a valuable resource for scholars in the field. Impact on comparative religion. The religion of the Veda has had a broader impact on the study of comparative religion. It played a role in the dialogue between Western and Indian religious traditions, contributing to a better understanding of the diversity of religious thought globally. Methodological influence. Oldenberg's approach to the study of Vedic texts, though rooted in his time, has influenced subsequent scholars in developing methodologies for analyzing ancient religious texts. His emphasis on a philological and comparative approach has set a standard for Vedic scholarship. Historical contextualization. Oldenberg's work contributes to the historical contextualization of Vedic texts, offering insights into the social, cultural, and historical milieu of the ancient Indo-Aryans. This has enhanced our understanding of the religious practices and beliefs of that period. While acknowledging its significance, it's essential to recognize that scholarship has evolved since the publication of The Religion of the Veda. Contemporary scholars continue to build upon Oldenberg's work, incorporating new perspectives, methodologies, and archaeological findings to deepen our understanding of Vedic religion and ancient Indian culture. The Religion of the Veda, Hermann Oldenberg presents several main arguments and conveys key messages regarding the religious and philosophical aspects of the Veda. While summarizing such a comprehensive work can't capture all nuances, Here are some main arguments and messages. Polytheism and rituals. Oldenberg emphasizes the polytheistic nature of the Vedic religion, highlighting the worship of numerous deities associated with natural forces and cosmic elements. The Rig Veda, according to Oldenberg, reflects a world where rituals and sacrificial ceremonies play a central role in the religious life of the ancient Indo-Aryans. Cosmology and mythology. The book explores the cosmological concepts and myths found in the Rig Veda. Oldenberg argues that the hymns reveal the ancient Indians' attempts to understand the universe, its origins, and the forces governing it. Mythological narratives are seen as integral to their religious worldview. Social and historical context. Oldenberg situates the Rig Veda within its socio-historical context, exploring the society, culture, and historical circumstances in which the hymns were composed. He discusses the caste system, class divisions, and how historical events may have influenced the religious expressions in the Rig Veda. Moral and ethical values. The book delves into the moral and ethical dimensions present in the Vedic hymns. Oldenberg discusses the ethical principles, righteousness dharma, and the moral responsibilities that are expressed in the hymns, shedding light on the moral fabric of the Vedic society. Philosophical inquiry. Oldenberg suggests that within the hymns of the Rig Veda, there are elements of philosophical inquiry. While the primary focus is on rituals and deities, he acknowledges glimpses of speculative thought and a nascent form of philosophical reflection within the religious context. Transmission of knowledge. The Rig Veda is seen as a repository of ancient knowledge, and Oldenberg explores how this knowledge was transmitted through hymns and oral traditions. He discusses the role of the rishis, seers, as conveyors of divine wisdom and the significance of the oral tradition in preserving sacred knowledge. Comparative religious analysis. Oldenberg engages in a comparative analysis of Vedic religion with other religious traditions, contributing to the broader field of comparative religion. He attempts to situate Vedic beliefs within a global context, drawing parallels and distinctions with other ancient religious systems. In essence, the religion of the Veda offers a comprehensive exploration of the religious, ritualistic, and philosophical dimensions of the Rig Veda, providing readers with a detailed understanding of the worldview and beliefs of the ancient Indo-Aryan people. Oldenberg's work has been influential in shaping the study of Vedic texts, although subsequent scholarship has built upon and, in some cases, critiqued his contributions. The Religion of the Veda, by Hermann Oldenberg, is primarily an academic and scholarly work that focuses on the analysis and interpretation of the Rig Veda, an ancient Indian religious text. As such, it doesn't employ conventional narrative techniques, plots, or styles commonly found in fictional or narrative literature. Instead, it follows a more expository and analytical approach. Typical of academic writing, here are some characteristics. Expository style. Oldenberg adopts an expository style, presenting information in a clear, informative, and often didactic manner. The focus is on conveying knowledge and analysis rather than creating a narrative or storytelling experience. Philological approach. The book employs a philological approach, emphasizing the study of language and textual sources. Oldenberg engages in the close examination of Vedic hymns, dissecting their linguistic nuances and historical context to derive meaning. Analytical and comparative methods. Oldenberg's approach is analytical, as he dissects the content of the Rig Veda to explore its religious, philosophical, and cultural aspects. Additionally, he engages in comparative analysis, drawing parallels and distinctions between Vedic religion and other religious traditions. Historical contextualization. The work is characterized by a historical contextualization of the Rig Veda. Oldenberg explores the societal, cultural, and historical backdrop in which the hymns were composed, contributing to a broader understanding of the ancient Indo-Aryan civilization. Emphasis on rituals and cosmology. Oldenberg's analysis focuses on rituals, cosmological concepts, and mythological elements present in the Rig Veda. While not presented in a narrative form, he systematically addresses these themes to reveal the religious worldview of the Vedic people. Sparse literary flourishes. Unlike creative or literary works, Oldenberg's writing does not include extensive literary flourishes or stylistic embellishments. The prose is more utilitarian and geared towards conveying scholarly insights. Logical structure. The book follows a logical and organized structure, presenting arguments, evidence, and analysis in a systematic manner. This structure is common in academic writing, where clarity and coherence are essential. In summary, The Religion of the Veda is a scholarly work that employs an expository and analytical style, focusing on the philological study of the Rigveda and the exploration of its religious and cultural dimensions. It doesn't utilize traditional narrative techniques but instead offers a systematic and informative examination of the Vedic texts. Hermann Oldenberg (1854–1920) was a German scholar and philologist, known for his significant contributions to the field of Indology and the study of ancient Indian religious texts. Here are some key points about his life and academic career. Birth and education. Hermann Oldenberg was born on July 31, 1854, in Hamburg, Germany. He received his education at the University of Göttingen, where he studied Sanskrit, comparative philology, and ancient languages. Career in academia. Oldenberg had a distinguished academic career, and he held various teaching positions at different universities. He served as a professor of Sanskrit at Kiel University, where he began to establish his reputation as a leading scholar in the field. Indological contributions. Oldenberg's primary focus was on the study of ancient Indian texts, particularly the Vedas. His research and publications contributed significantly to the understanding of Vedic religion and Sanskrit literature. Major works. Apart from The Religion of the Veda, published in 1894, Oldenberg authored several other important works. Notable among them is his translation of the Digha Nikaya, one of the principal collections of Buddhist discourses. Legacy in Vedic studies. Oldenberg's contributions to the study of the Rigveda and Vedic literature were influential in shaping the field of Vedic studies. His philological approach and analysis of Vedic texts laid the groundwork for subsequent generations of scholars. Buddhist studies. In addition to his work on Vedic texts, Oldenberg made significant contributions to Buddhist studies. His translation and study of Buddhist scriptures, particularly the Digha Nikaya, are considered important in the field of Buddhist scholarship. Later career. Hermann Oldenberg held academic positions at various institutions throughout his career. He taught at Kiel University, the University of Basel, and the University of Göttingen. Death. Hermann Oldenberg passed away on March 18, 1920, in Göttingen, Germany. Despite his death, his contributions to the study of ancient Indian texts continue to influence scholars in the fields of Indology and Vedic studies. Hermann Oldenberg's legacy lies in his pioneering work in the critical analysis and interpretation of ancient Indian religious and philosophical texts, particularly the Vedas, and his efforts in making these important works accessible to a broader academic audience. The Religion of the Veda, by Hermann Oldenberg, was written with the primary purpose of providing a scholarly examination and analysis of the religious and philosophical content found in the Rigveda, one of the oldest and most important texts in the Vedic tradition. Oldenberg aimed to contribute to the understanding of Vedic religion by exploring the hymns, rituals, cosmological concepts, and historical context present in the Rigveda. The key motivations and reasons for writing the book include academic inquiry. Oldenberg was a scholar and philologist with a keen interest in the ancient Indian religious texts. His academic curiosity and commitment to the field of Indology led him to undertake a detailed study of the Rigveda. Philological analysis. The book reflects Oldenberg's philological approach to the study of ancient texts. He delves into the linguistic aspects of the Rigveda, analyzing the language, structure, and historical context of the hymns. Understanding Vedic religion. Oldenberg sought to deepen the understanding of Vedic religion, particularly the religious beliefs, rituals, and cosmological ideas prevalent among the ancient Indo-Aryan people. The book aims to unravel the complexities of the Vedic worldview. Historical context. By situating the Rigveda within its historical context, Oldenberg aimed to provide insights into the social, cultural, and historical circumstances in which the hymns were composed. This historical contextualization contributes to a more nuanced understanding of Vedic society. Comparative religious analysis. The book engages in a comparative analysis of Vedic religion, drawing parallels and distinctions with other religious traditions. Oldenberg's work aims to place Vedic beliefs within a broader global context, contributing to the study of comparative religion. Transmission of knowledge. Oldenberg explores how knowledge was transmitted in ancient India through the oral tradition and hymns. The book addresses the role of the rishis, seers, as conveyors of divine wisdom and the significance of the Rigveda as a repository of ancient knowledge. Educational purpose. The Religion of the Veda serves an educational purpose by making the complex content of the Rigveda accessible to a scholarly audience. Oldenberg's work has been used as a reference and resource for scholars, students, and researchers interested in Vedic studies. In essence, Hermann Oldenberg wrote, The Religion of the Veda, to contribute to the scholarly understanding of Vedic religion, offering a comprehensive analysis of the Rigveda and its significance in the broader context of ancient Indian religious traditions. The Rigveda is one of the oldest and most important texts in the Vedic tradition, composed in ancient Sanskrit and consisting of a collection of hymns or mantras. It is one of the four Vedas, the sacred scriptures of Hinduism. The Rigveda is divided into 10 books, known as mandalas, with each mandala containing hymns dedicated to various deities, natural forces, and cosmic principles. Key features of the Rigveda. Hymns to deities. The majority of the Rigveda consists of hymns dedicated to various deities, such as Agni, the god of fire, Varuna, the god of cosmic order, Indra, the god of thunder and rain, and others. These hymns express devotion, praise, and requests for blessings. Cosmology and creation. The Rigveda contains hymns that explore cosmological concepts and the origins of the universe. It reflects the ancient Indians' contemplation of the natural world, the elements, and the forces that govern existence. Rituals and sacrifices. Rituals and sacrificial ceremonies play a significant role in the Rigveda. The hymns describe elaborate rituals, including the Soma sacrifice and fire rituals, which were central to Vedic religious practices. Philosophical inquiry. While the primary focus is on ritualistic and devotional hymns, the Rigveda also contains glimpses of speculative thought and philosophical inquiry. The hymns touch upon questions about the nature of reality, the divine, and the purpose of existence. Social and moral values. The hymns often express moral and ethical values, emphasizing concepts such as righteousness, dharma, truthfulness, and the importance of virtuous living. The Rigveda provides insights into the moral fabric of the society of its time. Poetic expression. The hymns in the Rigveda are characterized by poetic language and metaphorical expressions. They demonstrate a rich use of imagery, symbolism, and rhythmic patterns, contributing to the literary and artistic value of the text. Invocation and devotion. Many hymns begin with invocations and praises to specific deities, seeking their blessings and protection. The Rigveda reflects a deep sense of devotion and reverence toward the divine forces worshipped by the ancient Indo-Aryans. The Rigveda, with its diverse themes and hymns, serves as a foundational text in Hinduism and provides insights into the religious, philosophical, and cultural aspects of ancient Indian civilization. Its influence extends beyond religious practices, impacting literature, philosophy, and the broader cultural heritage of the Indian subcontinent. The Vedas were written to preserve and transmit the religious, philosophical, and ritual knowledge of the ancient Indo-Aryan people. The primary reasons for writing the Vedas include preservation of sacred knowledge. The Vedas were composed to preserve the sacred knowledge, hymns, and rituals that were considered essential for religious ceremonies and spiritual practices. They were transmitted orally from one generation to the next before being eventually compiled in written form. Guidance for rituals and ceremonies. The Vedas provide detailed instructions and hymns to guide Vedic rituals and ceremonies. They serve as manuals for priests and practitioners, ensuring the correct performance of sacrifices, prayers, and other religious observances. Spiritual and philosophical teachings. The Vedas contain philosophical insights and spiritual teachings. They explore fundamental questions about the nature of existence, the self, and the ultimate reality, Brahman. The Upanishads, which are considered part of the Vedas, delve deeply into metaphysical and philosophical inquiries. Transmission of cultural heritage. The Vedas play a crucial role in transmitting the cultural and religious heritage of ancient India. They reflect the beliefs, practices, and worldview of the Indo-Aryan people during that period, contributing to the cultural identity of successive generations. Oral tradition and memorization. Initially, the Vedas were transmitted orally through a strong oral tradition. Priests and scholars rishis memorized the hymns and passed them down through generations. The transition to written form helped in preserving and standardizing the texts. Promotion of dharma, righteousness. The Vedas contain ethical and moral teachings that emphasize the importance of righteous living, dharma. They provide guidelines for ethical conduct, social harmony, and the pursuit of a virtuous life. Promotion of social order. The Vedas, especially the Yajurveda, include hymns and rituals associated with the social order, including rules for governance, duties of rulers, and the maintenance of social harmony. They contribute to the establishment and preservation of societal norms. Cultural identity and unity. The Vedas played a role in fostering a sense of cultural identity and unity among the diverse communities of ancient India. The shared knowledge and rituals created a common religious and cultural foundation. Overall, the writing of the Vedas served the purpose of preserving and transmitting the sacred knowledge, cultural heritage, and spiritual teachings of the ancient Indo-Aryan civilization. They continue to hold profound significance in Hinduism and remain foundational texts for religious and philosophical practices. The Vedas, including the Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharvaveda, are vast collections of ancient texts with a diverse range of content. Their messages encompass religious, philosophical, and ritualistic aspects, providing guidance on various aspects of life. Here are some key messages derived from the Vedas. Rigveda. Devotion to deities. The Rigveda emphasizes the worship and praise of various deities associated with natural forces and cosmic elements. It encourages devotion to these divine entities. Cosmology and creation. The hymns in the Rigveda explore cosmological concepts and the origins of the universe, reflecting the ancient Indians' contemplation of the natural world. Samaveda. Musical and liturgical aspects. The Samaveda focuses on the musical and liturgical aspects of Vedic rituals. It highlights the importance of chanting and singing during ceremonies, connecting sound and ritualistic practices. Yajurveda. Guidance for rituals. The Yajurveda provides prose mantras and verses used in rituals and ceremonies. Its messages offer guidance on the correct performance of rituals and the importance of precision in their execution. Connection to sacrifices. Yajnas, sacrifices, are central to the Yajurveda, emphasizing the ritualistic aspect of Vedic worship and the symbolic significance of sacrificial acts. Atharvaveda. Magical and practical wisdom. The Atharvaveda contains hymns, charms, and spells for various purposes, including healing, protection, and magic. Its messages reflect practical wisdom for dealing with everyday challenges and concerns. Mantras for well-being. Atharvavedic mantras address personal and social well-being, including health, prosperity, and protection against negative forces. Common themes across Vedas. Ethical values. Throughout the Vedas, there are messages that emphasize ethical values such as righteousness, dharma, truthfulness, and moral conduct. Philosophical inquiry. Some hymns and Upanishads within the Vedas touch upon philosophical inquiries, exploring the nature of reality, the self, Atman, and the ultimate truth, Brahman. Unity of existence. The Vedas convey a sense of the interconnectedness of all existence, recognizing the divine presence in both the natural world and within the self. Upanishads derived from Vedas. Pursuit of knowledge. The Upanishads, which are considered the culmination of Vedic thought, emphasize the pursuit of spiritual knowledge and self-realization. Unity of Atman and Brahman. Central to the Upanishadic teachings is the idea of the unity between the individual self, Atman, and the ultimate reality, Brahman, stressing the oneness of all existence. It's important to note that the Vedas are vast and diverse, covering a range of themes and messages. The interpretation of their messages may vary, and they continue to be studied and explored by scholars and practitioners in the context of Hinduism and Vedic philosophy.